Hey, it's Emma here, and today we're going to take a look at Torment, Tides of Numenera. If you've read my written preview on GameWatcher.com, you'll know that I got to spend a few hours with the game, and that it definitely piqued my curiosity. This video is going to give you a brief overview of what Torment is about, while showing off some gameplay that you may not have seen before. So let's get started. Torment, Tides of Numenera is the long-awaited spiritual and thematic successor to Planescape Torment. It adopts this attractive isometric perspective, and it's a single-player, story-driven role-playing game with some pretty deep philosophical foundations. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Torment, its developer, inXile Entertainment, put it on Kickstarter back in 2013 to ask for backers to fund the game's development. The Kickstarter campaign was very successful, and the game has now been in early access for a while. Overall, I'd say that if you haven't heard of Torment before, or you're thinking about picking it up, it looks like it has a really intricate story, so if you're craving a game that you want to sink your teeth into, this may be a title to keep an eye on. Just bear in mind that you'll have to do lots of reading, because there are over 1 million words in the game. Moving on, you're currently looking at the world of Numenera, or more specifically, an area in the game referred to as the Bloom, but we'll get to that in a second. You'll be exploring this world in great detail as a character called the Last Cast-Off. The Last Cast-Off is essentially the consciousness of an eons-old being known as the Changing God, who uses physical bodies as a container to house its consciousness. I hope that just made sense. As you can see from the gameplay capture here, you're in this strange looking place that looks kind of fleshy and a bit gross. You're actually inside a huge creature city called the Bloom. So the Bloom has a number of tendrils that link it to other dimensions, which players will have the opportunity to explore, and some of these areas you'll end up stumbling across actually look really cool. As mentioned earlier, Torment's main focus is on its story, so if you're looking for hype battles and extreme violence, this definitely won't be your cup of tea. That said, inXile are demonstrating a new take on combat by introducing their crisis system in Torment. A crisis, whether it's physical combat or some other form of danger, will require you to make tactical choices. In turn, these will greatly affect your story. Now, this may sound a bit final, but don't worry. From what inXile have said, players won't need to worry about making a poor decision and then reloading their save. Thankfully, failure doesn't end in death for the most part. According to inXile, failure may end up changing your story for the better, so that's something to maybe even look forward to. You won't be able to see everything that the game has to offer in one run, and there are also a few quests that are gender specific, so I think it will be interesting to see how players' decisions shape their story in this game. If you enjoy it enough the first time, you'll also find new stuff when you replay it, which is also pretty awesome. Despite the fact that Torment is a single player CRPG, players will navigate the Bloom and beyond with a selection of companions, some of which are good guys, and others that have more questionable motives. So you're never truly alone while you're on your quest to stop the sorrow. When testing out the preview build, this made me feel as I always had to weigh up several decisions, as I was travelling with a sizable party who I felt responsible for. Couple this with the sheer amount of information that you'll have to read as the story unfolds, and you'll strike a nice balance between the relaxing feeling of gradual story progression and occasional moments of tension with NPCs. Although I didn't get the chance to play as much of Torment as I would have liked to, I can already tell that this game is probably as close to perfect for its fans as humanly possible. How could it not be? With inXile pushing the game through Kickstarter and early access, fans have had a lot of input, which has shaped their investment into the title, and it's sure to bring them hours of enjoyment. As someone that hasn't played Planescape, I'm looking forward to playing Torment when it releases. Slipping into a completely different world that is as deep as inXile are promising feels a bit intimidating, but at the same time, I'm really interested to see how this strange story unfolds. So I think that's enough of me talking about the game. Torment is much better appreciated when you experience it for yourself, so there's a few more minutes of gameplay for you to enjoy right now, in peace. I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, then please leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. If you haven't already, please check out my written preview on GameWatcher.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day, and stay tuned to GameWatcher for more gaming previews, reviews and news.
You cannot contain me, fools! Inconceivable. How did that fail? Allow me.
Let me get out from between here. Done.
My attack didn't feel strong at all. At all. I could stand a little more of that.
I'm going.
Without doubt. Another one dispatched.
They call me the White Death for a reason.
Here comes the Boredom Slayer. My attack didn't feel strong at all. At all.
Go.
Of course. Another one dispatched.